Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Tate School Annual Veterans Day worship. We are so happy that you have joined us and as we have been all together to recognize and honor the men and women who have served and protected this great nation. We're going to begin our program with our intermediate event led by band director, Mr. Zach Stipchart. They will be playing America the Beautiful. Boys and girls, you may wave your flags appropriately to the promise. Anyway.
That's true. Women. Please.
Dowell Minister Tate on the vehicle. And now, we'd like to welcome our Tate School Choir. They will be singing the Armed Forces Medley, paying honor to all of our branches of the military. Near the end during the song, will also rise for the pledge of allegiance. We invite all veterans and current men and women serving in the military to please stand when you're on the honor plate. The United States over hill, we will live the dusty trip, and the case songs are rolling along. In and out to the south, as the march right about, and the case songs are rolling along. Let us high tree in the fields of the green, on the stairs and pull that And our choir is led by our music teacher and choir director, Mrs. Lisa Kosier. Thank you. At this time, we would like to invite any veterans and active servicemen to please stand up where you are so that we can recognize you. Please stand, our veterans and active men and women. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your service. And now, with everyone, please rise for a moment of silence and remembrance of veterans. You can just slide for our demonstration. It's a moment of silence.
Bye.
Let's continue with the vacancies today. And now I would like to invite 8th graders, that's Cat Vy Stallworth, she's Kringen, and read a portion of the 2024 Presidential Proclamation that was delivered on May 17th in Portland, Thorsten today. Is Cat Vy Stallworth. Odds that women may be eligible hearing course is force of nationally run and exert forces comprised of greatest fighting force the world ever known. Throughout the annual history, they stood on the front lines of freedom, risking everything to keep the light of liberties, where they rise to claims and around the globe. We honor our seniors. We remember our soldiers, sacrifices. We renew our solemn battle, healings, and their families, caregivers, and survivors. Give them health like the jaws, like givers, or help, tending the brethren. So they would warm the foreigners and the truths, the questioning, should challenge them, challenge them. And as the many other William fragments are suddenly unfunctioning, and nations are to forces have always met the They amplify the very foundation today and here. Let us honor our service, sacrifice courage with commitment. Let us continue to meet our sacred obligation to them in their lives. Caregivers being lives. May the God bless through the Holy Spirit to them in the sacred and instant. Thank you, Jackie. And now I would like to welcome Miss Maggie Gunter to the stage. And she does give me prayer. Dear God, today we honor and remember those who have served our children. And thank you for their courage and commitment to protect our freedom and keep us safe. Bless all veterans and Americans for the sacrifices they have made. We ask that you give strength and comfort to those who continue to serve today and to those who are no longer with us. Please guide our leaders from us always honor the sacrifices that have been made. Help us to work for peace and justice in our world so that their sacrifices will never be made. Thank you for all you have done for us. We present a gift of freedom. In your name, we pray. Amen. Thank you, Peggy. And now I am very honored to present two of our current Tate's parents, who are also incredible parent volunteers. Daniel Hogue is a commander select in the U.S. Navy Reserves as an engineering duty officer. He has served 19 years, 12 of which were active duty. He is currently the commanding officer of a reserve unit based in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And his lovely wife, Dr. Karen Hogue, is currently a nuclear engineer at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, but she started her career as a U.S. Navy officer. She served 6 years and was honorably discharged as a lieutenant after teaching at the Naval Nuclear Power School. Please welcome Daniel and Karen Hogue. So I'm going to speak for just a few minutes, and I'm going to be in the military for 6 years. Then you're going to get to hear a lot more to the stories from Mr. Hogue here, who's just in for 19. But I want to start by asking you all to raise your hand if you know someone who was in the military, who's a veteran. Wow, so many people. So a really good question to ask them is, why did you join the military? Because that's a big choice for any of us who have decided to serve in the military, to a case in common. And so I wanted to just tell you why I chose to join the military. So when I was in college and I was getting my nuclear engineering degree from Texas A&M University, I was thinking about what kind of jobs I can do after I graduated. And I felt like I could go to company A or company B. I felt like it would go to a graduate school here or in a different state. And I felt like all of those sounded okay, but there was something totally different, totally unique, which was to join the military. And the United States Navy has a program where you can go and teach nuclear power. So you're teaching about how a nuclear reactor works. To everyone who's going to then begin operating. And so I just felt like that sounded so different and so special. And I commit for a couple of years, but it wasn't your lifetime. And so for me personally, I was like, this sounds so exciting and so different than any of the other things. And I love the country that we live in. I love the United States of America. And I felt like there's nothing greater than choosing, making the choice to put aside your personal freedoms, like where you get to live or what you get to go on some weekend, what you get to wear. Those are things that you can decide to do later in your life. But there's nothing stronger or more brave than choosing to put aside those things. You might get yourself in risk, something bad happens, but you are serving something greater than yourself. And I felt like that was just so special that I could make the choice to join our United States military, put aside my personal freedoms, and join something and be a part of something that was so much bigger than just me. So that's why I joined the military. I'm sure that every single person out here who you saw signing up has your own story, and it's incredible why they made that choice, and we should go ask them too. So I'll talk a little bit about what I did in the military. This here was Mr. Hogue here. So what I did in the military was it was different than what you might think of. So I want you to close your eyes and picture what you think of someone in the military.
What's one?
All right, and so a lot of people think of people that are carrying guns around, and fighting, and going and serving in battles. And that's a lot. There's a lot of people in the military that do that. But one thing that makes our military great was that there were so many different people doing different things. And so for me, I got to teach. So we were at a place where it was still military. You still stood duty. You still had to work nights and weekends and deal with fires and all sorts of other things. But I got to teach people who were going out onto our aircraft carriers and our submarines. You're going to see a little bit more about that on these pictures in just a second. But they, in the United States, all of our aircraft carriers and our submarines are powered by nuclear power so that they can go out and be out there for really, really long periods of time. They'll have to like fill it up with gas, and you have to take your car and get a gas in the car. We don't have to do that with our nuclear powered aircraft carriers and submarines. And so I got to teach them about what happened if there was an accident or if something didn't operate like they thought it would. I would teach them how to be really, really safe. Because they can't just pick up the phone and call someone and say, "Uh-oh, I do something." You're like, "What is running to lost power at sea? What did you do?" All right, so that's why I was a military, and not as Quick did. And I'm just going to risk a stroke now.
Great guys. Thank you. The students got to get the same part. Alright, so I had some mixes with you guys, so apologies for that. Yeah, I've been doing this. Maybe it's like some when they're mid-range, you go all in. And then right now, like 90%, so you are what grade this way. So just to speak about what Karen said, so why I'm trying to military, I would send a shirt. I like the other since I found today. It's a good place to go. And for the past 19 years, it has been this. So yeah, we the picture down again. This is very good to do. The piece, but again, like Karen said, started out in 2 hours to walk. All readers, we're going to go on a submarine to the aircraft carrier, how to operate the plants. And then after that, I got to go be an operator on a submarine. So the USS Dowell based out of Bangor, Washington. Did that for a couple of years. Then I went, it became a submarine design. That submarine to make those cheap made submarines and brought into that state. So that's the really cool thing you got. And then after that, the Navy said, "Hey, you said you need your family to fall hard with Hawaii." It's all the best 2 years of our life. That was a submarine maintainer. So as we speak now, I would guess around 30 submarines that are actually out in the ocean all over the world right now, operating right. The other ones that weren't operating, serving the pier side to ready to go, or they're sent right out somewhere. I've seen maybe two. It takes a lot to maintain into the reactor, different systems that are off the cell. So I got to do that for the past few years of my active time. That's public. Naval Shipyard. I was the docking officer, so we have 4 dry docks there in Pearl Harbor, and it was my job to safely the ships, submarines, get it out of the dry docks. At the end of Friday, that's what your next while was that. Yes. But then, can you guys read that out there? All right. After that 12.5 years, I jumped over to the reserve side. So like this them instead, I'm now the commanding officer becoming now in Chattanooga. So what that means, I've got about 40 sailors that are trusted to me to lead. And they're just like me, they do Billy and John's Monday to Fridays. And then each month, we all meet up in Chattanooga, and we train and we get ready. And then for a few weeks of the year, we go out to different naval stations across the world to perform our job. And specifically the 40 folks that I have down in Chattanooga, what they're very good at is expeditionary maintenance. So if we have an issue somewhere in the world, they'll get the phone call, and the next day they'll be gone. They don't know where they're going, right? But they go meet a ship or a submarine, they'll be able to help some specific subject matter expert, something they're really good at. They'll go off that ship, so they could be finished or having when they sheet. Rubber in picture, not really.
Oh, your mind is just there.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to get kind of fast.
They'll come back. So like as Karen said, when you're out at sea, or any of the registered, you have family to relatives, they can tell you that there's always issues like this, so you have to kind of operate on the fly. Right? Or work it out fire like this stuff. So while we're getting any questions from anybody here in the audience, any kiddos, any questions about the Navy? Beginner access. Right here. Yes, sir. What is it? The name. So what do we do? That's a good question. You can do. All right. So when you guys think of the Navy, what do you think guys? See why? To protect most things, it's straight. Yes, destruction. Submarines, right? We talk about submarines and aircraft carriers. So what we can picture, we protect the seas, right? So we protect the shipping lanes, right? From people like the wants to some Martha, right? And then for global, like global economy. So a lot of the things that you do or buy is to different countries, like, and a lot of those things that ship to us would ship way well and get us back. And so those are good things that they need to tag us. But we have submarines, aircraft here. It's actually now about planes as well. So if you ever want to get fired about, personally, I have these. Because today you fly a jet, costs the air course as well. So do those things. They that they take it that this we're gonna stop that question. You hear what he goes you get so out they're not gonna say that's outside, but still by him as well. Shoot that good. Alright, this what's that? It's the Navy bar. So that's a great question. So what do you guys think the Navy bar? They're really far. But I'll tell you this. When I was working at the shipyard, and like I said, I was in charge of the dry docks. Some of those days were like 24-hour days, where I had to walk around, make sure everything was the same, making the chamber of the submarine was set. Those are very long minutes, so they're hot, right? It lasts about 6 days, 6 days, and I got to sleep under my desk for a few hours of a day. One splice for 2 hours. Yeah, they're far days. But, and I was walking around those dry docks when I noticed when I first got bigger, is that there were holes in the bottom. And I was like, Chris, this is kind of weird. What is this? And I was asking to some of the people there. And I said, hey, why do we have some of the holes in the bottom cruise here? And they said, hey, that's actually right? So it actually brought us into two. And most of that area was fixed, but we still kept some of the damage there because we wanted to have a reminder. This is my opinion why it's still there. We wanted to have a reminder of where we came from, right? It's what we do on a daily basis. The key thing that I thought I would have the bad day or say, I do different things like that. Or I was go back here and watch about her see and myself and and say, today's not bad, but I'll just hit the ball. So yes, there are difficult days in marching. It's a big event. Right. So next year, real quick. Today start playing it. Just be that impressive. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your question. I know it's not easy to ask you a question. I'm going to me. Chris, thank you guys for it. All right, I'll show you some pictures in front of everyone this studio. So I'm up here. It's here in the dead to the right. I like using my fingers. This is everything. I usually walk around one plus, see out. And then to the back there, it says, Gary, you're right here. You can see I'm pointing at it. And then to her house, there you see me in the band. I'm scared you look a little bit tired, a little tired.
When you're on the aircraft carrier, when you're sleeping, the brain's still laying on and it's like, boom, like that. So imagine going to sleep, and every so often you just hear a huge loud sound of the planes being stopped with an atomic side. So,
we were right, next slide, please. All right, here, this is, now I mentioned on a submarine USS Nevada, so just a few pictures of that. To walk to the right, you see the USS Nevada and the Seattle skyline right behind it. That's a very big submarine. It is cool. In the back, if I was there. And up here on the top left, this is us pier side in Bangor, Washington. And you see something on part of the boat up there. My kindergarten student, see what that is on that top picture? What's on the top of one? So what's up, maybe? Can you see? Just say it. Can you see? Look, that's. So see, we not sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. See with this?
oh my.
Yeah, it's tough to see the kind of rain. It's actually a bunch of sea lions and seals up there. So the water, you guys have ever been to the Pacific Ocean, you know, it's kind of chilly, especially up in the Pacific Northwest, it's really cold, right? So that submarine with a lot of equipment, a lot of peace on the inside, it's very relatively warm, I guess. So the seals and the sea lions like to climb up there and get warm. And the children are always playing with big people putting on the submarine, you do really tiny things, tell me, they never leave the doors. That's so really good. And in the bottom picture here, that's on USS Nevada. That's the submarine there in the background coming into the Puget Sound. And that's me coming home later that night after about 10 hours getting a ship down. And it's those of you who see straight might not have that. I don't know if it was the same. Funny story about this, on this particular deployment, when I came home, we were out to sea for a few months, came back home. I was so excited to see the family and get back home. And I remember that night, I just laid in bed and stared at the ceiling. Could not go to sleep because the last few months, I was being walked back and forth by the ocean and I come nothing that evening stage there. I didn't know what to do. You're not there. Support that, I think. Next slide. After the USS Nevada, I told the guys I got to go build submarines. So in Hogue, Connecticut, in Newport, English, Virginia, that's what we do our nuclear powered submarines. I'm basically blocked with that. It's time just want to point out to you guys how we build stories. So on the bottom there, we see almost finished product within the Virginia class of stuff I did. I'll take the top, we see some few different pictures. There's these different industrial facilities across the eastern seaboard. You see kind of the stern or the tail section of the submarine that's being barged in to drive to Connecticut. Here's a different section here as well. It's being brought out of the building. And you look at here, it's kind of tough to see, but there's a rack that the submarine can be slid in to the section there. And then it's all put together and welded in an amazing quality process in the back end to make sure everything goes in there. Next slide. And then my last active duty job, like you said, was the Coral Harbor shipyard. You can see up there a submarine, and they have a free USS Hogue here to the right. They're undocking, so they're about to be sent back out to sea after their maintenance availability. One thing I wanted to point out is, I said, I can get a big ship like that to a dry dock instead of this piece of the timber here. So I was in charge of a team that would build that, so I can imagine that. We had to do them half of the inch tolerance. Then we got to advantage of ships. So if you guys could think it's half of the inch, it's like that. So we got to take these big vessels that are about 500-600 feet long and land them down into what we can't steam. And we have to use each sites. So a lot of training, a lot of engineering that goes into that evolution is sad. But I think about this. All right, and then when I transferred from the active duty of the Navy, I thought all of my big work was kind of done. I didn't really understand what was done did. I thought I'd just been sunset, it'd just be done with the Navy that's had a great team. About 3 months in to my resort time, I got a phone call that the USS Fitzgerald had a collision on the South China Sea. Very horrific accident, 10 sailors lost their lives. And I got calls about 4 other people. We had to hurry up to get out there, meet this ship, to kind of limp back into Yokosuka. We had to meet them to figure out what we were going to do here. So as you can see on this side of Fitzgerald here, massive collision hospital with 4 days. Right across the collision point, we see this geometric shape here. That's our spy radar, our radar set. It's a classified system. So they want to take care of this damage and fix the system in Japan. So what we had to do, we and 4 other naval officers had to figure out how we needed to ship back to the United States. And as you can see, you don't want that sailing across the Pacific Ocean. So what we had to do, we had to do a larger ride onto the ship. So kind of the picture we saw previously, putting it into the ride out. And the validators there had to fix this damage as best they could and put a watertight patch on. And then we had to do something called heavy lift the ship. So what we did, we contracted out a really big cargo vessel that had a flat bottom. We sank that cargo vessel and we brought this ship on top of it. So that's what we're seeing when they fly. This was after a few weeks at sea. If I take you here at the USS Fitzgerald, what you can see is it's setting on this line barge. Looks like a barge right there, but it's really a discrete cargo ship. we kind of arch it at the top of it. And what this one ship is able to do, like I said, we sink it down about 30 feet. We bring the destroyer, this case the incest issue, and we lay it on some wood blocks again. And as you can see, some of the shit is overhanging, right? Because this is not what U.S. Navy warships are made to do. We take a ground stuff like this one, and sometimes you have to let the outside belts in the area, so we'll destroy that. So all that to say, my time is in service. Just as many great adventures as I did on the Navy side. And a lot of really tough job. But again, going back to the original question, is the Navy tough? Where's the Navy hard? Were some of these tough days? Absolutely. Were they as hard as the female to catch that quick? Not at all. So it's all about our attitude, how we approach the problems. And if I could leave you guys with this one thing, sorry, I can't take your questions about edible hatches to give you guys to speak on but every morning when you guys say pledge to allegiance, so you see the flag and maybe you're standing out in the cold or it's or maybe you're alive. Remember, in that exact moment, there are thousands of U.S. Military personnel around the world who are standing watch or standing guard, protecting the freedoms that we take for granted every single day, right? We're in here, we're all out of the elements. That's not the case for a lot of the people maybe in the city to go serve good. So thank you again for your time. I really appreciate your patience. Thank you guys for doing such a great job.
Thank you all so much. That was so inspiring. And also, I just learned so much too. And a word comes to mind that starts with a T. It's our word of the year. You know what it is? Tenacity. It certainly takes tenacity to protect our great Navy, and I'm concerned in our military to absolutely great. Let's give it that round of applause for Well, we would like to conclude our program by inviting our first grade students and teachers up to the stage. They will be reciting a called Thank You Veterans, and then they will sing our national anthem. When they begin the song, we would ask you all to please rise for the song. Thanks.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah. What?
Come on.
Thank you.
Custom. Alexa, confirm myself.
I mean, things.
Sit where is.
But
That's what he goes. Yeah.
I see on the tweet.
One good.
Oh, some cute
Heads.
Thank you first for anything. If you like them next. You have all been problem solvers today. I'm not sure why the electricity cut are now, but once we made it through because Tate's Tigers acting massive. All right, this concludes the 2024 Veterans Day program. I thank you all for taking time out today to join us. This is such an important day. Thank you especially to those of you who are veterans who have joined us today, and also the athletes and military servicemen. Thank you so much. I am going to dismiss our classes, and while I dismiss, Mr. Joe Tate is going to play me some songs on his people and while he come out of the crowd. So let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Tate. And then full is distancing of you on those forms, returning back.
Look at it. I think.
Sorry.